Hi guys. So we have Hraday with us, and he's a student at Northeastern University. He's in his second year. So, like y'all can, I'll be asking your questions to him. However, I'll be avoiding the questions which have the which are related to jobs and all, because he's not much aware about jobs since he's in his second year. So, Hraday, would you like to introduce yourself?
Yeah, as she's introduced me, I'm at Northeastern. I've just completed 2 semesters. So yeah, if you have any questions related to the academics over your regular day-to-day life, or about the co-op program over here, you can ask me. If there's any other question, you can also ask me. It's not an issue.
Um, okay. So for the first one we have, can undergraduate people go to US for studies?
Yeah, you can,
And
but there are very few undergrad people who come over here. Generally,
mm-hmm,
Indians go over there for masters only. Undergrad, like 4 years, it's pretty expensive. Masters is better, I feel. You know what you want to do. So, generally, people come here for masters, but you can come here for undergrad also. It's not an issue.
okay.
Hmm.
Okay. So what are the academic requirements for Cal State University?
I do not know about Cal State. I did not apply there, but
Okay.
I think it's the same everywhere. They will look at your GPA, they will look at your GRE score, and they will look at the reputation of your college. These are the three main things. If you have work ex, that's an additional point. That's always helpful. But these are the main
Mm-hmm.
things that they look at. They will look at your SOP, your LOR, but the main things are those three, four things.
Okay. So and how do US universities compare your GPAs? Like when people are from different colleges, so on what scale do they compare the
Yeah.
GPAs?
So generally they have their own data. I do not know
Mm-hmm.
that personally well enough, but that is what I heard.
Okay.
I went to NEU. I had asked this question to the officials from NEU. They said they had a database of all the universities that had sent students. So they had a
Mm-hmm.
scale where they could compare all of them.
Okay.
Like they had a standardized way of comparing people. They did not
Mm-hmm.
tell me how it is done, but they had a way.
Okay.
So it's
Okay.
not like if you go to some university, you are at a disadvantage. Like the better your university in undergrad, the better your chances, obviously. If you're in some
Mm-hmm.
IIT or something, you obviously have a
Then
better
it's yeah.
chance.
Okay.
But otherwise, they have a standardized scale of comparing.
Okay. Cool. Okay, for the next one, which is better in data analytics, engineering, and MEM at Northeastern College?
I think data engineering is more competitive. Like
Okay.
MEM has a much larger intake. So a lot
Mm-hmm.
of people from MEM go to data engineering and stuff. But in terms of better
Okay.
program, it depends on where you want to be, what your priorities are. You can search up the course list, what courses are compulsory, what are your electives. You can look at something like that. But I don't know
Mm-hmm.
exactly what is better. But in terms of competitiveness, a data engineering or analytics is much more competitive.
And what are the parameters required to get into a top school for CS Masters?
Like the same, like you should have good grades, like your GPA,
CGPA
your
and
undergrad
yeah.
institute, your GRE score has to be good. You should have some project or something, some project, some work experience.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and then your SOP LOR has to be good, but I feel it doesn't make that much of a difference because all of the Indians have a standard SOP LOR. So unless it's something exclusive, you have no advantage. It's not a
Okay.
differentiating factor.
And what's the minimum score that you need for any good university?
There's no
GRE
minimum
score?
score as such.
Like a person with 290 can also get a
Yeah.
good college.
And yeah, you can get with 260 also. I think that's the minimum. It's not actually possible, but they look at it holistically. There is no minimum cutoff.
Okay. Okay. Like how much weightage does your GRE score get while they're deciding whether to take the student or not? How much weightage do they give to your GRE score?
Every college has their own parameter. So someone might
Okay.
give more preference to GRE, someone might give more to GPA. It depends. There's
Okay.
no set parameter, and none of them have told me how much weightage they give. So it's not like I know also. I don't think they
Okay.
would be revealing something like that anyway.
Yeah, true. And okay, so this student in our live is asking you if they want to change their major from undergrad. So from chemical, that person wants to change to CS. So what are the chances, and how should he or she prepare for their masters? How
I
should he prepare for their
Yeah.
masters?
So from chemical to CS might be a little difficult because those aren't
Okay.
quite related. But if you can
Mhm.
show some work experience or project where you can show that how you're going to bridge the gap, that might be helpful. If you have some
Okay.
work experience or project, like that's the thing. And if you can explain in your SOP LOR why you're doing that, then you should
Mhm.
have a good chance. Like I myself went from mechanical to industrial, although that's pretty connected. But yeah, even
Mhm.
I made the transition a little, so it depends though. But yeah, I
You
think
changed your branch from.
mechanical to industrial,
Okay.
they are very similar. Actually, industrial is a part of mechanical, so it wasn't that difficult. But chemical to CS might be difficult. I don't know really.
So in NEU, what is the batch size for MEM
Batch size. I think the intake,
roughly?
yeah, the intake would be around 300. That's a lot. But
Mhm.
there are a lot of classes. So your single class would have about 40 people, 40 to 50, not more than that. So you will be able
Okay.
to maintain a rapport with your professor and all. It's quite good.
What is the average living cost in Boston?
Uh, Around 800 to 900 per month. But that's for a
That
shared
is
room.
okay. This is when you're living off campus, right?
Off campus, yeah. On campus has to be more expensive.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mm, and what about energy system as a course?
Energy systems, it is good over here, but again, I do not
Mm-hmm.
know all the details. The Energy Systems Society over here, it's a club on campus that is supposed to be very good, great networking
Mm-hmm.
opportunities. But in terms of the course structure, the details, I'm not sure. Like that's not my concentration. If it's there in my concentration, I can tell you. IEM, I can tell you. The others, I know a few details. Like I know a few things, I won't know the details.
Okay. 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 So in your university, what is the status of on campus jobs? Like,
Oh,
uh,
it's really
how
difficult.
do you apply for them, etc.?
Yeah, there's a portal where you can apply for all of those jobs, but it's really difficult getting on-campus jobs. Like most people don't get on-campus jobs. That is
And
there.
what's the criteria for selecting, like
It's
for the
random.
selection?
It's random, I think. It's
Oh,
like
okay.
what do you like when you want to work at a grocery store? There's no qualification. If you want to work at a restaurant or something.
No, no, no. Like on-campus jobs, as in, don't you all get jobs in laboratories,
Oh
etc.?
yeah, labs and yeah, labs, but there are limited jobs. Most of the lab work is done by undergrad students. Then in terms
Mm-hmm.
of TAs, you get TAs, but it's difficult. Like
That's based on your CGPA.
TAs are based on your CGPA and your performance in the class and how your rapport is with the professor. So I
Oh,
just
okay.
got a TA-ship now for the summer, but
Mm-hmm.
yeah, it's pretty difficult. Like at least in IE
Okay.
and EM. I think for CS, getting a TA-ship is a bit easier because they have a lot more TAs per class. They have
Mm-hmm.
like 10 TAs for a class of 100. For
Okay.
IE and EM,
That
it's like one TA for a class of 50. So
okay.
that way
So
you have to
depends from
decide.
course to course
Yeah.
also.
Hmm.
Okay. So if a person's not gotten an on-campus job, then what should he or she do to support their tuition fee?
You, I don't think there is anything that you can legally do.
You can't work off campus.
No, you can't. You're not supposed to. That's not allowed in the visa.
Okay. Okay. And how's the campus life in Northeastern?
Oh, it's really nice. It's very happening. So over here, within a 2 mile radius from Northeastern, there are a lot of famous universities like Harvard.
Mm-hmm.
Harvard is nearby. Then
Okay.
Boston University is nearby. Then Berkeley College is nearby. So it's a very happening area. You'll have lots of
Mm-hmm.
activities to do. There are lots of clubs on campus, and over here in the nearby area, there's a lot to do. You'll never get bored. And it's a
Okay.
very happening city, very young city. Like you'll have fun over here.
Okay.
Yeah.
So how are the online classes like?
I
You're
don't
able to
prefer
understand
them.
and everything?
Yeah, you can
Okay.
understand, but I would rather have on ground classes, of course. But yeah, it's not bad. It's interactive, so
Mm-hmm.
it's not like there would be recordings and you just listen to it. It's interactive, it's
Okay.
good, so it's not that way bad. But I would prefer on ground. That's just my preference. I don't know about the others.
Okay. So a student is asking, is there any disadvantage of Harvard being nearby to NEU? Like most companies would like to go to career fairs in Harvard.
Oh,
So is it a
no, I didn't.
disadvantage?
So Harvard actually, like people have this pre-notion that Harvard has great students. Obviously, their students are great, but
Mm-hmm.
Harvard doesn't actually have engineering students as such.
Okay.
There are very few.
Mm-hmm.
So
So
so you will have opportunities. It's not like you won't have opportunities. And over here, because there is Harvard and MIT, and there are a lot of students and universities, so it's a hub of startups. So there are
okay.
opportunities over here to work in those startups as co-ops and then full time or whatever.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And what is the level of difficulty of exams in Northeastern?
Oh, it depends on the course. It just depends on the
What
course.
about your course?
It depends on the subject also. Like there's no standard way
Okay.
of saying it. Depends on the professor also. Like for the same subject, you might have professors that are really difficult, and you might have some that give you a very relaxed exam. It depends.
Okay.
It's not that difficult anyway, but it's not like in India also. You just study the night before and you're done. It's not like that. You have to study throughout the year, like throughout your semester.
Okay. Okay. And so student is asking, would you prefer California or Boston for job opportunities and cost of living? Like, what is the cost of living between these two?
So California is also expensive. Boston's also
Mm-hmm.
expensive. So cost of living isn't that big a difference. In
Mm-hmm.
terms of opportunities, it depends what you want to do. If you're from CS, definitely you want to be closer to Silicon Valley and the whole thing. But in
Mm-hmm.
terms of the other majors, I think for my major at least Boston would be better.
Okay.
For
So it depends from major to major.
yeah, it depends. Like there's and it's not like if you're in some area you can't apply to companies in some other area. You can always apply.
Okay. And for NU, what's the case?
So NEU, I think insurance is mandatory over here. So with everything, the fees
Mhm.
would be around $60,000. Only
Okay.
the fees, the tuition and the
Mm-hmm.
fees. Your
Okay.
living is extra.
So that depends whether you're living on campus or off campus.
Yeah, and how you live also that makes a difference. Like,
Yeah. Okay. One second. Are there automobile electives in MEM or only mechanical electives?
in MEM, I don't think there are automobile electives. But over here, if you want a course from some like if it's not approved in your electives, you can still take them. You need to
Mm-hmm.
petition them to do something, but you can
Mm-hmm.
get it done. Like I'm doing that myself. I'm taking courses from the business school, so that is
Okay.
something that is possible. I don't know exactly about MEM and those automobile courses, but yeah, that is possible.
Okay. Do you think in the fall semester the classes will be online or in person? Like, do you have any idea?
No, there is nothing official, but I think it should be on ground because things are
Okay,
opening
hopefully.
up over here. Things are
Mm-hmm.
getting better. Things are opening up. So I think
Okay.
classes will be online. I don't know how the embassies open up in India, how air travel opens up. So
Okay. Depends on the
yeah.
situation.
Yeah.
Okay. So is robotics a good branch in NU?
So robotics is actually newly opened up over here.
Mm-hmm.
So there's not much data that you can, like, robotics is there in two departments over here. It's there in mechanical also. It's there in ECE also,
Okay.
like electronics and computer something. So
Okay.
the ECE robotics is a little more famous. It's there. It's
Mm-hmm.
established. It's a good course.
Mm-hmm.
The MIE department, it's not well established, but I don't know about their professors.
Okay.
I'm not taking any course in robotics.
Acha, okay. And can a person do 8 credits during their summers?
8 credits, yeah, you can. I have a friend who's doing 12 credits in the summer and graduating.
Oh, okay. Okay. And what are the majors that people usually choose in MEM?
Yeah, supply chain, analytics, continuous improvement. In IE and EM, those are the main that people go into. Like
Okay.
analytics or data engineering or whatever.
Okay.
Yeah.
And have you worked for a part-time near
So
Northeastern?
actually, my TA thing gets started today only. Before that, I didn't have anything on campus.
Acha, okay. Okay.
Yeah.
And could you share the downsides of NU? Like, and
Yeah.
would you recommend deferring due to this coronavirus
I
situation?
think the downside over here is you won't get diversity. You'll find most of your classmates are Indians only.
Mm-hmm.
Most of the students are Indians where you will be staying, or you
Acha,
will
oh,
generally get Indians only. So it's not like
okay.
you will experience some different culture. The
Okay.
other thing is, if you're into research too much, I don't think NU is the best university for research.
Okay.
Like, anyway, I'm not interested into research, so it doesn't affect me. It's not like there's no research going on. It's not the best
Mm-hmm.
for research, but you can collaborate. There are great universities nearby. So that is
Okay.
there. I think in terms of admits differing and all, I don't know. Like, I
Acha, okay.
genuinely don't know. Like,
Okay.
but over here there's a normal spring intake also, so it should be good. People come in the spring also.
Okay. And like, how are the professors? Are they as compared to other universities in US?
In the there are good professors and there are bad professors also. Not every professor is great. So you
Okay.
should talk to your seniors or people. They'll help you.
Okay. Okay. So this is a we're taking one last question. What's
Yeah.
the difference in the teaching methods between like between India and US, like
Over
NEU?
here, you have to do a lot more projects, a lot more assignments. You can't copy over here, no chance. So they have strict plagiarism checks. If you're caught once, you get a warning. The second time, you're kicked out. So there's no way you can copy.
Kicked out of the university.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you can't copy over here. So you have to do all those assignments yourself.
Mm-hmm.
The teaching is based more on projects and assignments. That's the
So
biggest difference.
practical method of
Yeah,
teaching.
yeah, it's more practical.
Okay. Okay. So I'm handing over the thing to Priyank, and he'll be carrying it on from here.
Yeah. Okay.
Priyank, you can continue.
Yeah, just a sec. Yeah, so hello guys, my name is Priyank. So first of all, thank you Hraday for taking your time and for this amazing session. It was really
Yeah,
insightful.
sure. Yeah.
Yeah,
Thank you.
yeah. So I would like to take your time and talk more about what we are building. So we are building GradSpace. So we are building a one-stop solution for all your study abroad needs, right? So upon talking to a lot of students, lot of aspirants and seniors, we realized that we realize there are a lot of problems. So we have numerized those problems and we are trying to solve them. The first one is we are trying to create a spam-free exclusive community of only aspirants and seniors. So you guys can chat with each other, see each other's profile, and see the admin's profile, and then And then you will have discussion forums where you can actually discuss, and your seniors can answer those questions also. Plus we will be having a loans and scholarships section where you can compare all the loans, have a look at all the scholarships, right? And also the housing and roommate finder where you can have a look at the housing in your dream university, in your dream country, and also you can choose your roommate over here, and also the visa and forex. And also we have a lot more things coming soon. So our app has not been launched yet. We will be launching it soon enough, in about 15 days. So do the early sign up. We want all of you to join the app. We are building something amazing for you guys. We would like to uh, one more thing, we're not agents, we are students. Like we are, I'm from IT Kharagpur. We are a team of 5 people, all from IT Kharagpur. We are just trying to solve this entire study abroad problem. That's it. Okay. So you can find the link at gradspace.in. Yeah. If you have any more questions about GradSpace, you can just click here on the WhatsApp icon and we'll chat. Okay. Any feedbacks, any questions, anything at all will be helpful. So, okay, then we'll end the session. Once again, thank you, Hraday.
Yeah, sure. Not
Yeah.
an issue.
Okay.
Yeah, best of luck for your venture.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Hraday. Thank you.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, then. Hope you all had a great session.